Playing with magnets.
Playing with magnets. In this chapter, we are going to learn about magnets. Let us see the story of magnet. 2500 years ago, there lived an old shepherd named as Magnus. So this Magnus used to take his goat and sheep for grazing into the hills. He used to carry a wooden handstick which is having a metal cap at one of its end. One day, while his sheep and goat were grazing, he sat near a spring and he was poking his wooden stick into the spring, into the pebbles of the water. Suddenly, he felt like his stick was pulled into the water by something. He removed the stick out and he saw, what is that? He found a small stone sticking to the metal cap, iron cap of his handstick. So that stone was lodestone. It is a natural magnet and it is possessing the property of attracting iron. So that is the story of magnet. So whatever that lodestone found by Magnus is a natural magnet. But nowadays we have artificial magnets also. That means the magnets can be made. The magnets can be made in different shapes and with different materials. In this lesson, we are going to learn about different shapes of magnets and what are the different materials that are used to make magnets. Not only that, we will learn the properties of magnet. So we know that here we have seen the lodestone stuck to that iron cap. That means lodestone attracting iron. So do magnets attract all the materials, all the metals? Now we are going to see all those things with some good interesting activities. And we are going to learn the process of making a small magnet and the magnetic poles and the application of magnetic properties in our daily life. Generally, in your school and in the offices, you might have seen a pin holder. This is a pin holder. This is used to hold some pins in it. But here, if we wanted to take some pins out of this holder, it is not possible by picking the pins, keeping your hand inside. If you wanted to get the pins out, if you make this tin upside down, you will find that some of the pins are stuck to the cap of this holder. So now it will be easier to pick the pins out of this holder. So what make these pins to stick to this cap? So this cap of this holder is having a special material inside it called as magnet. So because of the magnet, so when we shake it up, the pins are stuck to this cap. In our houses, we see some metal discs. The discs that are printed with some god pictures are stuck to the almirahs and to the iron doors. So how can we stick these to almirahs? It has got a special material at its back which enable it to stuck to the iron doors. So this material is the magnet. So because of this magnet, when we keep this disc over the iron almirah, it sticks to it. So this is the other application of magnets. In our daily life, the magnets are used in many places for many uses. In this lesson, we are going to learn about the different properties of these magnets.
Activity. Finding objects that get stuck to the cap of the pin holder. You would notice that some of these objects, pins, jump clips, nails, get stuck to the top of the pin holder, while the other objects like paper, pencil, eraser fall into the pin holder. The cap of the pin holder contains a material known as magnet. which attracts substances like iron pins, iron nails, etc. Similarly, the metal stickers also have a magnet at their back so that they can stick to iron doors. The magnets we discussed are not natural magnets. These magnets are man-made magnets. Magnets of different shapes. The magnets we see and use in our daily life possesses different shapes. Some of the usual shapes of magnets are shown here. Bar magnet, horseshoe magnet, disc magnet, ring magnet. Activity: finding materials attracted by magnets. Take a bar magnet, an eraser, pencil, coin, bolt, iron nail, safety pin, and plastic scale. Now touch the magnet to each of the item. Does the magnet attract every object? Object: eraser, made of rubber, not attracted by magnet. Pencil, made of wood, not attracted by magnet. Coin, made of metal, attracted by magnet. Bolt, made of metal, attracted by magnet. Iron nail, made of iron metal, attracted by magnet. Safety pin, made by metal, attracted by magnet. Plastic scale, made of plastic, not attracted by magnet. The materials that are attracted by magnets are called magnetic materials. The materials that are not attracted by magnets are called non-magnetic materials. Poles of a bar magnet. Activity: spread some iron fillings uniformly on a sheet of paper. Place a bar magnet below this sheet. You will observe that the uniformly spread iron fillings concentrate at 2 points of the paper sheet. At some distance, you will find some scattered iron fillings between these 2 points. This change in the spread of iron fillings on a sheet of paper is due to the magnet present below it. The iron fillings move towards its ends because of this magnet. Thus, the ends of the bar magnet attract more iron fillings than the middle part of the magnet. By this activity, we can conclude that every bar magnet always has 2 ends whose attracting capacity is more than its other parts. These ends are called poles of the magnet. Activity: finding directions with a bar magnet. Suspend the bar magnet freely with the help of a thread tied around its center as shown. You will notice that the magnet finally takes a position in the north-south direction. Mark the ends that points towards the north with some color. Now disturb the magnet and again wait for some time. Magnets always come to rest in the north-south direction. This property of magnets is called directional property. It is exhibited only by magnets. We use this property to make the magnetic compass. Magnetic compass. A compass is usually a small box with a glass covering it. A magnetized needle is pivoted inside the box in such a way that it can rotate freely. The compass also has a dial with directions marked on it. The compass is kept at the place where we wish to know the direction. Its needle indicates the north-south direction when it comes to rest. A compass is used to find directions. It is mostly used in ships and airplanes. Mountaineers and army people also carry a compass with them so that they do not lose their way in an unknown place. Activity: attraction and repulsion between 2 magnets. Take 2 similar magnets, place them in 4 different ways as shown. Record your observations. You will notice that like poles repel each other and unlike poles attract each other. Earth as a magnet. We saw that a suspended bar magnet always comes to rest in the north-south direction. Activity. Place a bar magnet on a table in any direction. Suspend another bar magnet over it as shown. The suspended bar magnet should be fairly close to the one kept on the table. The suspended bar magnet always comes to rest in the direction of the bar magnet placed on the table. But the north pole of the suspended bar magnet points towards the south pole of the bar magnet placed on the table. And the south pole of the suspended bar magnet points towards the north pole of the bar magnet placed on the table. In this case, the suspended magnet comes to rest in the north-south direction. We can say that there is some magnet below the suspended bar magnet which compels it to come to rest in that particular direction. The Earth possesses magnetic property which acts upon the suspended bar magnet. Activity. Make your own magnet. Take an iron nail and place it on a table. Make sure that the nail neither attracts nor repels iron pins or iron fillings. Take a bar magnet and place one of its poles near one edge of the nail. Without lifting the bar magnet, move it along the length of the iron nail till you reach the other end. Then lift the bar magnet, bring it to the first end of the nail and move along the length again as shown. Repeat this process 20 to 30 times. Always move the magnet in one direction. Don't drag the magnet back and forth. The iron fillings or awl pins get attracted by the nail. Thus you have succeeded in making your own magnet by magnetizing the nail. Activity. Make your own magnetic compass. Take a magnetized needle. Tape the needle to a light fork. Float the cork in a glass of water as shown. Add a little detergent to water to help the cork float freely. It points in north-south direction. Thus it acts as a magnetic compass. Activity. Magnetic induction. Take a safety pin and bring it close to an alpin. Bring the safety pin close to one pole of a bar magnet and see how it gets attached to the magnet. Now bring an alpin and touch it to the safety pin as shown. In the above two cases, we notice that the safety pin acts as a magnet when it is in contact with another magnet. Magnetic property is induced in safety pin due to the bar magnet. Magnetic property possessed by a magnetic substance due to the presence of a magnet near it, it is called magnetic induction.
Now let us see what we have learned in this chapter. The first thing we have learned, the natural magnet. So what is the natural magnet? That is the lodestone that stuck to the stick of the magnets is a natural magnet. And second thing we learned, types of magnets. What are the different types of magnets? We see a bar magnet, horseshoe shaped magnet, ring magnet, disc magnet. In this way, we find different kinds of magnets in use. And the next thing we learned about that magnets is poles of magnets. So if we take a bar magnet, so this bar magnet possesses two poles. And one more thing we learned about the poles is opposite poles attract. And the other thing we learned about the poles is the attraction of a magnet is more near the poles, that is towards the end. If we hand a bar magnet freely, it always points towards the north and south directions of the earth. So on basing this, we make compasses to know the direction. So that is what we learned about the poles of magnet. And one more thing we learned about the poles, each magnet is having two poles, one is north and other is south, and the opposite poles attract each other. And the other thing we learned about a magnet is magnetic induction. So what is this magnetic induction? When a magnet is near an object, if that object is held as a magnet, we call the property as magnetic induction. We have done some activities like safety near a magnet. So when we get a safety to magnet, even the safety also acts like a magnet, and we call the property as magnetic induction. So these are the things we have learned in this chapter, playing with magnets.